what is it exactly that Yobel Ministries is trying to achieve by being out here today? I mean, other than just giving out great controversy books.
Well, as you know, the name Yobel itself, it's significant in that it's a trumpet. The watchman was supposed to blow a trumpet, but this trumpet is supposed to give a certain sound. And so Yobel Ministry was set up to give that certain sound, to warn people, whether in the church or outside of the church, that those in the church, that we've got special work to do. God called us as a special people to do a specific work. Those out in the world, we've got to show them that there's a great controversy going on. And so, hence the reason for the distribution of the great controversy.
And if I may ask, Serena, how many books did you give out today?
Well, we had 144 books, and they all went. The whole experience was really, really good. There were people who actually came up and asked for books. There were people that were passing in their cars that stopped, and we offered them the books. So yes, it was really, really, really good. People were asking what the book was about, and they took it.
So you managed to get a spot out here today, and you seem to be the only group out here. So do you find that the experience has been a rewarding experience? I mean, can you share any of the experiences as you were giving out the books to individuals today?
Yeah, I think there's two experiences. I spoke to a guy named Ted, and he came back for his book, and I was able to share a bit of the great controversy, letting him know that it was a love story that God had for his people, and that the current events happening in our time was not just through coincidence, but it was prophecy being fulfilled, and he could relate to that. And then there was another guy, whilst he could relate to, yeah, there are prophetic events happening, he totally dismissed that Christ was the Son of God, and he didn't believe in the blue-eyed, white-eyed Jesus. But those are the two encounters which I came across. But overall, people were quite embracing. They took the book. I was able to share a bit about the book, and they said, yeah, this sounds like a good read to go home and to see what else that the book had to offer. So it was positive.
Now, all the books have been given out. Is Yobel Ministries planning to do this all over again? Is this going to be a continuous venture for Yobel Ministries?
Absolutely. This is just a stepping stone. We are not going to just say, oh, this is it, a one-off. We are going to continue. We're going to order more books. We're going to go to a different location, and we're going to do the same thing.
If someone wanted to find out about Yobel Ministries, what is it that they can do, or how can they contact the ministry?
Well, on the back of my t-shirt, there is...
Okay, so people can contact the ministry by going to yobelministries.com. That's www.yobel, Y-O-B-E-L, ministries.com. That's yobelministries.com. All right. Well, thank you very much, Daphne.
You need to report?
Okay, so here we have Paul Day, who started the ministry. Paul, can you tell us a little bit about Yobel Ministries, and what was it that motivated you to get the ministry started?
Okay, I'd always had a desire to utilize the talents that God has given to me to take His message, not just within the church, but outside the parameters of the church. And I know God has given us a very specific and clear message to give. And I feel that there's more that we could be doing in giving that message. And I just felt that by setting up a ministry, one, I'd be able to utilize the gifts that God has given to me, but also I'd be able to take the wonderful message that God has blessed us with to the wider community. and really that's what Yobel Ministries is all about. Yeah, and as you can see, our first major activity is the circulation of the Great Controversy.
Okay. Now, if someone was to go onto your website, yobelministries.com,
Sure.
what kind of information, what resources do you have that people can access on your website?
Well, we have several ministries. We have, for example, a prayer ministry. So if people want to make a prayer request, they can do that online, and the team will pray for them. We also have a health ministry where we offer consultations, and we also offer information, useful natural health remedy information on there. We also have a preaching page where you can see some of the sermons that I have given, and I plan to also upload other inspired messages on it from other speakers. And we also have a counseling page, and we offer family counseling, marriage counseling, free counseling services, group counseling services, and also a weekly Bible study. That's really good. We offer a Bible study every week. We provide a new Bible study which people can access. They can access it through Facebook, or they can go straight onto the website and access it, and also access previous lessons.
Now, I'm familiar with the term Yobel.
Yes.
Can you just explain to us briefly
Yes.
what Yobel means?
What Yobel means?
Yeah, what does Yobel mean?
Yobel is a Hebrew term, which stands for ram's horn. It was the horn that the Israelites blew. Maybe they still blow it as a warning, and also to announce good news. It's often also referred to as the shofar or shofar horn, but it's a Hebrew ram's horn that they use to announce good news, or to warn the people.
Okay. Now, the ministry has been going on for how long?
Well, we started this year, even though God has given me the conviction now to start it for over 2 years ago. But we just launched this year.
Okay. So if somebody, once again, if someone wants to get in touch with the ministry,
Sure.
what is it they need to do?
Well, they can access the website. I think that's the first thing. Go onto the website, www.yobelministries.com. I said we're also on Facebook. We're on Twitter. So you can just Google Yobel Ministries, and our information will come up. So that's the first thing. When it comes up, you can then go to our contact page. You'll see our phone number, and also if you want to email us, you can email us direct.
Okay. If people wanted to have, say, they wanted to give a donation to the ministry, you know,
Yes.
if they have any prayer requests, what is it that they can do?
Sure. First of all, with the prayer request, as I said, we have a prayer request web page, so people can go onto the web page and they can just type in their prayer request, and they press send, and the prayer request comes to us. It's anonymous unless you want to include your name. You don't need to. If you want to include your name and your email address, you can do so, and we will write back to you. If not, if you just want us to pray for you, we can do that. Now, what was the other question about how?
If people want to donate to the
Oh yes,
ministry?
if they want to donate. We are in the process of setting up a PayPal account. We haven't got one as yet, but what people can do is they can send their donations to our address, and the address is on the website. You go to our contact page and you will see our address. It's a BM Yobel Ministries postal box address, and they can make a donation in the form of a check if they so desire. But just to also say, in terms of donation, this is a non-for-profit making Christian ministry. Everything that you see here, all the books that we give out for free, and the resources come from the members of the group. It's, you know, as God blesses us, we purchase the books and we give them out. We've just given out over 130 copies of the book. Now we know we need to go and purchase some more so that we can go out next week. So, you know, obviously the more resources that we have, they will all be used to purchase books. None of us are paid, we're all 100% volunteers. So all the money will go to purchase this wonderful book, at the moment, The Great Controversy, so that we can spread God's message, first of all, throughout London. I believe Ellen White says that this book, it should fall on the cities like autumn leaves, and that's what we want. Run out of books, unfortunately. Yeah, and that's what we want to do. That's the aim. That's our objective. We want to spread this wonderful message, which includes the Three Angels' Message of Revelation. This is the book that will help people to know about what's happening today and what God's plans are for the future, and so that we can be prepared, and that ultimately, when Jesus comes, we can go home with Him to glory.
But would you say, finally then, would you say that the event that you had here today and the fact that the books are all gone, would you say that was a success?
It sure was. In fact, I was somewhere preaching and I planned to come back to help with the distribution. I got back and all the books were gone. It says two things to me. It says God was definitely in the ministry. He was here today with us. He blessed us with this location near the entrance. And secondly, people are clearly searching for truth. Some people are reluctant to hand out The Great Controversy, the full version, because they say, oh, it's too thick. People won't want to read it, they'll be put off. 130 copies went in probably under 2 hours. And if we had more copies, more would have been circulated. So it makes me feel we have a great controversy in the hands of 130 people in just this small borough. Who knows what's going to happen and the impact that's going to have.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Paul Day, the founder of Yobel Ministries. Watch this space. There's more to come. Thank you very much.